In the world of law enforcement, the role of a captain with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office is dynamic and challenging. Each day may present a diverse set of responsibilities ranging from overseeing law enforcement activities to providing guidance and leadership to a division. In this three-part series, we're going to look at a captain's role for the General Investigative Bureau, Narcotics and SWAT, and the Jail Division. But on this episode, we're going to explore the role of a captain in the General Investigative Bureau. Stay tuned as we examine a day in the life of a captain with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office.
My name is Faith Hill. I'm with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office Detective Division, and I'm a captain. Originally, I joined in 1989 as a reserve officer, and I was a reserve officer for about 8.5 years and then went full-time in 1997. And I'm one of those cliches. I just knew I wanted to help people and be a positive in people's lives. It took a while for me to get here. I was an older recruit when I started, but I'm getting the job done. I have 3 boxers. One of them is named Trooper, one is named Felon, and the other one is Buford T. Justice from Smokey and the Bandit. I've been in patrol, narcotics, I've worked courts, I've worked over the school division, then fugitive division, and now the detective division. Well, usually my drive into work is pretty calm. I tend to leave before traffic really even picks up. I like to get to work early so that I don't, A, have to deal with traffic, but also I like to get my day started when most people aren't even up out of their bed yet. In the detective division, a lot of times we really don't know what our day is going to end up being like. It may be nice and calm in the morning and everything just goes left at some point, and we may be busy the rest of the day and not even get a chance to make any phone calls or have lunch or anything else. In the morning, the very first thing I check on is my emails, and I actually start checking on those while I'm still at home getting ready for work. Overnight, a lot of things can happen that may affect how our day will go in GIB. So I like to get a kind of a running start on a lot of that information. As soon as the chief gets in the door in the morning, he and I get together and we brief each other as to what we know that may have happened either overnight or over the weekend that we might need to dedicate a lot of our time and attention to. As far as my morning routine goes, I do check in with just about everybody every morning. I think it's very important to at least let them see my face. And we don't even have to talk about business so much. It can just be, maybe I know they had a death in the family or some kind of event that I would like to make sure they understand I know about. But the different divisions, again, they have different tasks, and both sex crimes and domestic violence are kind of under one umbrella. So I try to touch base with them as much as I can. Personal crimes, they deal with aggravated assaults, homicides, robberies, things of that nature. That little area is always busy. Then you've got property crimes, which is going to be any kind of crime that deals with somebody's personal property. Then you've got economic crimes, which is any kind of crime that deals with loss of someone's funds. We also have a squad called the Brat Squad, and that's going to be burglary, robbery, and auto theft. We meet with all the supervisors every single Monday from all the divisions, and that way we can get a better feel as to what kind of investigating they are currently in the middle of, what have they got coming up, what are the court cases like, what are the dispositions from the AG's office. It's all kind of things, but they keep us updated with that information through that Monday meeting, but also throughout the week. There's a couple of different things that I do outside of my normal duties in the detective division. 2 of them are, I'm a member of the Critical Incident Stress Debriefing Team, and been a member of that since right around 1999. It's a very important aspect of our job. The things that we see, the things that we deal with on an everyday basis as law enforcement officers can be quite alarming and quite devastating and traumatic. Usually when somebody sees us, it's on their worst day. And that usually means it's going to be a bad day for us too, because something tragic has happened. We have a group that gets together when needed, and we help get that officer through that bad time and hopefully get them on a better path if at all possible. I feel very strongly about that particular part of my job, and I'm thankful it's there for the officers and the jailers, and I'm thankful it's there for the families if they need it, but we lose too many officers to unforeseen circumstances resulting from trauma that they've seen and dealt with over the years. And anything we can do to eliminate or make that number smaller, we certainly will try. The other thing I've been over since, I guess, about 2017, they asked me if I would become the commander over the Shelby County Sheriff's Office pipe and drums. I help them with coordinating needs that they may have, whether it be equipment or personnel, things of that nature. Part of what they do is anytime there is a law enforcement death in pretty much the tri-state area, the bagpipes and drums will go there to that agency, to that service, and we will play usually whatever the people want, but always Amazing Grace at some point in time will come out. And, you know, for law enforcement personnel and fire department personnel, first responders in general, bagpipes somehow just go hand in hand. And I guess over the years, we've developed quite a reputation, and we get asked from, actually we've been asked from as far away as East Tennessee and Kentucky and obviously Mississippi and Arkansas, but it's been an honor to do these funerals. That is another thing that is so traumatic, and it almost goes back to the critical incident stress debriefing team, because sometimes they go hand in hand. But we need to try to give that officer and his family and their agency a respect that they so deserve for doing the job that they did, and if they've met an untimely death, that's the least we can do.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tune in next time on part 2 of our series, A Day in the Life of a Captain, which will then feature our narcotics and SWAT divisions. Until next time, stay safe, Shelby County.